What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you all had an amazing holiday. To start off the new year, I wanted to take a break from doing verse battle videos this week and do a fun chill video. Now, speaking of, in case y'all were wanting a verse battle video this week, don't worry, because after this week, I'll be hitting the ground hard. I've got about 3 to 4 Naruto versus battle videos in the works. I got a Dragon Ball video versus battle for those of you who have been missing the DBZ content. And I even got a couple cross verse videos planned as well. So just be hungry for some versus battle videos because y'all gonna be getting fed. Now, if you've been around the channel long enough, you'll no doubt recognize this format for today's video. I've done similar videos like this in the past where I pick certain moments for certain characters and rank them in accordance to a specific aspect to that character. For example, my first video was the 10 times Madara Uchiha was actually a pretty chill guy, where he wasn't being the typical arrogant Madara he usually is, and was actually throwing out some compliments. And then the second one was the 10 times Kakashi was an absolute savage, and then the third one was 10 times Itachi Uchiha was him. So naturally, if you can understand where this is going, I'm going to be ranking the 10 times Might Guy was an absolute beast. And yes, pun intended, because he is the beast of the Leaf Village. And right off the bat, I will say that aside from the actual rankings I have listed, there's really going to be no script to this video. This is just going to be me telling y'all what I think the most awesome and hardest moments were for Might Guy in this series, because Might Guy is one of my favorite characters ever, so I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. Now, if you have any other ideas for future videos like this on this kind of topic, let me know in the comments, because I've been wanting to do some more videos like this, like 10 moments this character was that, or this, etc, etc. So if you have any more ideas for this kind of video, let me know in the comments. And while you're at it, click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and like the video if you haven't already. But let's go ahead and get started. Now, I will say that this list isn't 100% serious. Like, there are going to be some funny moments here and there, but for the most part, it's just my list and it's just how I feel. So, but let me know in the comments what your favorite moment from Might Guy is in the series below. So, starting off with number 10, it's a very small and minor moment, but I think it's a good way to start this list off. And it's the moment in the Chunin exam when Orochimaru invades the Leaf Village and all the Sound Ninja are at the stadium and, you know, fighting the other Leaf Jonin. And one of them tries to go and hit Guy, and Guy blocks it and hits him and makes this like kung fu yell. I'll play it in the video. I'm not going to reenact it. But it's like, given the tone of the situation, something like that is a warm welcome, because we've never seen that before from Guy or anybody. So I think Guy, of all people, is the one it should come from. Number 9 is a moment that happens just a little bit after this, like a few seconds really. When Naruto wakes up from Kabuto's genjutsu and sees that there's multiple ninja fighting around him, and then one of the Sound Ninja comes up behind him and tries to kill him, but Guy immediately blitzes him into next week, and the guy's like, whoa, so fast, and Guy's like, no, I'm not just speed, man, and literally just piles him through the wall, literally. So yeah, I was amazing. I love Guy in that moment. It's just, yeah. So that's number 9. At number 8, I have, admittedly, again, it's a funnier one, but I think it's pretty impressive, all things considered. But it is Guy being pretty reckless. When he comes in and dynamic entries Jiraiya, like he goes in thinking that he's about to try to blitz either Kisame or Itachi, both. And on that note, I will say it's pretty beast of him that he went alone. Like, he was fully prepared to go 1v2 against Kisame and Itachi both. So I'll give him credit for that too. But yeah, he goes in thinking that he's going to hit either one of them, and he ends up hitting Jiraiya of all people. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of played up for laughs, but honestly, if you think about it, it's actually kind of impressive that he was able to distract him with a kunai real quick and then blitz him out of nowhere. So it's a cool moment, but like, moments like this makes me feel like, you know, yeah, Guy might not always be this reckless, but like, he's a Jonin. Like, well, come on. Now, the last funny-ish moment I will say is the race we had with Kakashi after the Pain arc. Like during the Five Kage Summon arc. I know it's a filler scene, but regardless, it's still one of the best episodes in Naruto. I think it's pretty beast of Guy to do this, and the reason for him doing it as well is also pretty beast, because he's doing it because he feels like this might be the last time he can challenge Kakashi. So he's going all out in this foot race, and honestly, it's just one of the best scenes in the series overall, one of the best episodes, and it really showcased how Guy's always going to be there for Kakashi no matter what. Even if he is Hokage, he was going to have his back no matter what. So I thought this was really good. The race is obviously like full force. It's so funny, but yet it's so serious to them. It was great. I don't think I need to say anymore. At number 5 onward, this is where we start getting to the more serious tones of, like, you know, the great beast moments for Might Guy. At number 5, I have 6 Gate Guy going all ham on the 30% clone of Kisame. So first of all, seeing the 6 Gate for the first time was obviously in itself a beast moment. But I think the biggest, obviously the better moment is him literally just kicking Kisame in the air and landing a Sakujaku on him. Like, it was like, I had never seen anything like that before, so it was amazing to see. Now, the only reason I don't have this a little bit higher, because initially I was thinking this should be a little bit higher, but the thing that's keeping it at number 5 as opposed to 4, 3, 2, or 1 is that this isn't a full power Kisame. Like, it's just 30% clone. So it kind of makes it feel a little bit anticlimactic. So, I mean, not to say it doesn't feel earned, but at the same time, it kind of doesn't. But regardless, it's still a great moment for Guy. And again, seeing the 6 Gate for the first time obviously is enough to put it here. So I'll give it that. So at number 4, I'm taking it all the way back to part 1 again, where Guy steps in and protects Lee from Gaara's sand. I think canonically, this is the very first serious moment from Guy that I can remember, because before this, we've kind of treated Guy almost as a comedic relief. You know, the way he looks, you know, and the way he talks to Kakashi and all that, you don't really get 100% like a serious vibe from him. But this moment, like, encapsulates, like, no, Guy's nobody to be trifled with, like, whatsoever. And because again, we just see Lee go all ham in the 5th Gate against Gaara, thinking that he was gonna, like, beat the brakes off of him. And even still, Gaara is able to manage this. He's able to manage moving the sand up onto Lee's arm and leg and crushing it beyond all compare. And yet, we're thinking that Lee's done for, and Guy just steps in and is like, nah, not today, buddy. So, it was great. You know, and the look that he has, and it just, Gaara is just dumbfounded by the gesture of it. I don't know, it's just crazy. And then the line that Guy says, like, he's my student, he's precious to me, and like, I'm not gonna let you kill. It's amazing. Guy, this cemented Guy as like a very serious character, someone to be taken seriously as well. So yeah. At number 4, I have a moment in part 1 again, all the way to the Tsunade search arc, where Itachi and Kisame roll up on the Leaf Village and pretty much take out Kakashi. And Asuma and Kurenai are just standing there, not being able to do anything. We're all worried that Kisame is going to take Kakashi and that our boy is going to be done for, when all of a sudden, our other boy comes up out of nowhere and severely leaf hurricanes Kisame into next week. Oh my gosh. I cannot tell you, because again, me being a Kakashi fanboy, I was literally thinking that Kakashi was done for and that he was going to be at least captured or killed. And nope. You know, Guy's just waiting there, just like, no, you're not touching my boy. And it's been like, yeah. And honestly, Itachi's reaction is probably what makes it even more better, because, I mean, obviously, he's like, Kisame's writing Guy off and looking at someone that's completely worthless and not to be taken seriously. And Itachi's like, nah, don't underestimate this guy. So yeah, I mean, I can rewatch that moment all day long. It's so great when you think that Kakashi's about to get taken or killed, and Guy does what he always does and comes in clutch at the very last moment, and it's been like, nope, not today. And yeah, that kick is what started the rivalry. I know it's like a small moment, and you could maybe argue the Sakujaku in Shippuden probably could go higher than this, but I really love this moment because of how unexpected it was and how out of left field. And again, considering the context of the situation, I think it's all the better for it. So I really love this moment for sure. At number 3, I have all the way up into the war arc, or the beginning of the war arc, I guess, when Guy fights Kisame. Specifically a certain moment in the fight, but it's not really in the fight, it's after the fight, when Guy has Kisame on the ground, or on the water, I guess, and he's like, don't move. And Kisame, you know, tries to pull a sly one and just move an inch of his thumb, and bam. Like, Guy just, yeah, oh my gosh, like, I can get giddy about this all freaking day long. It's so great. It's just one of those moments, like, again, the Guy is played off as almost comedic relief sometimes, but it's these moments right here that cement him as a dangerous character, like someone who isn't to be trifled with. Even Kisame is like, this is the 3rd time we fought, and I didn't even know you had something like Hirodora in your chamber. So I could have put Hirodora up on this right here, but I really think this moment is, again, it just showcases how serious Guy can be when he really wants to. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's done something like this. Like, guy had almost all the aura, figuratively and literally. So, yeah, this moment I think is at number 3 for sure. Number 2 is a different kind of beast moment for me. I honestly, it might surprise you that it's on here, but honestly, I think this is probably one of the most beast things one can do, but in a different way. So it's all the way back in part 1 again, and it's right before the Sasuke retrieval arc, where Lee is contemplating on his surgery, whether or not to get the surgery or not, because if he does and it fails, he could die. So he's literally risking his life on a 50-50 chance, and he's just sitting there contemplating, and Guy comes to him to try to, say some encouraging words, try to give him some advice. And at the end of the day, Guy's just like, look, man, you have to do what you have to do. Like, if you feel like you're not gonna be able to live with yourself as not being a ninja anymore, then that's gonna be worse than death for you. So take this surgery. And he says, again, it's just a moment to me that just cemented Guy as more than what he was shown to be at the start of the series, where he says, on a 1 in a million chance that something should happen to go wrong, I will die right along with. And honestly, like, that moment cemented to me that Guy is not a teacher to Lee. He is a father to Lee. Like, that's one of the most beast things you could possibly say and do, to give your student, or your son really, that much encouragement, that much advice, and to tell them you're going to be there for them through thick and thin. Oh, Guy's a beast for that moment. And honestly, the score in the scene makes it, man. I don't think they could have chosen a better track for a scene like that. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a different kind of beast moment, but you can't tell me that is not a beast moment. Now, before I say number 1, I'll give some honorable mentions, because I feel like I probably should. The first honorable mention is I will list the Hirodora against Kisame, because I feel like I should have at least had it on the list. And I understand why people might think Hirodora in the moment is probably in the top 10 and not our honorable mention. But I really love that I told you not to move moment. So I put that on the list instead. But I really do like Hirodora. Hirodora is awesome. Especially when you see it for the first time. It's ridiculous. Number 2 honorable mention is Guy getting to Kakashi before Madara's true secret orb can hit him. Because again, it's one of those moments where Guy comes in clutch at the last second. And I mean, who doesn't love that? And then the last honorable mention is not so much Guy doing anything, but rather how certain characters talk about him. It's the beginning of the Kazekage rescue arc, where Zetsu sees that Team Guy is coming towards them and their hideout or whatever, and Zetsu warns the rest of the Akatsuki, like, there's a new enemy approaching, and there's like, who? And he's like, a very skilled and dangerous. His name is Might Guy. Pain asks Itachi, Might Guy, who is he? Literally, Itachi just gives him the best resume, as if he's trying to hire him for the Akatsuki. He says, an elite leaf shinobi, a master of taiju, don't underestimate him. I was just like, it's moments like that, like Itachi and Zetsu specifically, like, well, for one thing, Zetsu has been alive for thousands of years, so for him to say that Guy, of all people, is really skilled and dangerous, I mean, yeah, that cements this moment even more so. But Itachi also just giving Guy all the hype, for real. So yeah, I love that for sure. And last, we come to number 1, and I don't really think I need to really say what number 1 is. I could probably just,